Hello students. Today again I am in front of you to discuss science of class 3. In our previous discussion we have discussed the topics that was the difference between the living and the non-living things and the characteristics of living and the non-living things, how they have been classified from each other. So today, on the basis of those discussion, I would like to discuss the textbook questions with you. Before moving into the textbook question, I would like to remind you that all of you read your textbook properly and then come to the very much important topic, that is the summary of your chapter number 1. Go through the summary of this chapter. This will help you a lot. And after that, one more thing you have to do, that is the word bank. There are some words like living things, non-living things, breathe, sense organs, reproduce, natural. Try to go through these words and the meanings of those words, which will help you a lot. So let me move on to our textbook questions. As you can see, our first question is choose the correct option. The first question is are non-living things. Four options are given and we have to find out the correct option from those given options. The first one is a living thing breathe. No, living things, sorry, non-living things don't breathe. Non-living things grows. No, it doesn't grow. Next we have it doesn't grow. That means it is correct. And last one is our reproduces. Living things reproduces. No, it is incorrect, false. So the correct option is a non-living things does not grow. So you have to take on the third option, that is correct. Next come to B. Non-living things need air to grow. Does non-living things need air to grow? No, non-living things doesn't need air to grow. Next, move on their own. No, it is not correct. Non-living things do not move on their own. Next, non-living things food to grow. It is incorrect. That non-living things doesn't need food to grow. Next, we have our non-living things do not eat food or drink water. Yes, it is correct. That means the correct option is that option number 4 for B number. Non-living things do not eat food or drink water. Next, C. Animals are man-made. No, animals are natural. It is false. Next, animals lay eggs or give birth to babies. Yes, it is correct. Let us check it out the other options as well. Animals do not feel changes. No, animals do feel changes. Next, animals do not fall sick. It is also incorrect. Animals fall sick. So the correct option which we have with us is that option number 2, that animals lay eggs or give birth to babies. Next, D number, living things move to get food and water. Yes, it is correct. Next, grow old and die. It is also correct. Next, option number 3, can do both 1 and 2. Yes, we have seen that option number 1 and 2 are the characteristics of a living things. Can do none of this. No, it is absolutely incorrect. That means the correct option which you have to take, that is the option number 3, which shows that option number 1 and option number 2 are included in that option number 3. Next, E number, a human baby grows into a huge tree. A human baby cannot grow into a tree, so it is incorrect. Next, it grows into an adult. Yes, it grows into an adult. Both 1 and 2 No, it cannot be, because a human baby cannot grows into a tree. None of this it cannot be, because a human baby grows into an adult. So you have to select option number 2 for E number. Next we have non-living things can be man-made. Yes, non-living things can be man-made. Non-living things can be natural. Yes, as we have discussed in those discussion, we underwent the points where it was mentioned that non-living things can be natural and man-made. Both 1 and 2, yes, it includes option number 1 and 2. None of this it cannot be. So the correct option which we have with us is that option number 3. Non-living things can be man-made and natural. Now let us move on to our question number 2. That is, take the things that move on their own. That means they are capable enough to move on their own. That means they do not need the help of others to move. The first one is our baby. Yes, baby can move on their own. Next, bicycle. No, it cannot move of its own. Next, we have a whale or dolphin, you may say. Yes, it can move. Next, we have our child. Yes, it can move of their own. Next, tree. No, it cannot move of its own. Next, we have butterfly. Yes, it can. Next, as you can see on the screen, a cart is there. A cart cannot move. It needs the help of a bullock, so it cannot move. Next, lotus. Lotus cannot move of its own. Next, we have a dog. Yes, it can move of its own. So the things which we have with us which can move on their own are human baby, dolphin, a child you can see, next butterfly, and at last we have, that is, the dog. Now let us move on to question number 3. Take the things that grow bigger. The first one is a chick. That means, yes, it grows into a chicken. Chick grows into a chicken. Next, a car cannot grow. A elephant, yes, it can grow. A whale, no, it cannot. Goat, yes, it can. Next, we have, I think these are the plants. Yes, you can tick on it grows. Plants can grow. Next, write L for the living things and N for the non-living things. You have to write down L for those which are living things and N for those which are non-living things. Trees are living things. L. Bricks, non-living things. N. Rose plant, living. Flower in a vase, non-living. Lizard, living. Bee, living. Plate, non-living. Wooden chair, non-living. Boat, non-living. Helicopter, non-living. Spoon, non-living. Doll, non-living. So we have tree, rose plant, lizard, and bee. These are the only living things with us, and others are non-living. Next we have a true false. You have to write down T for true and F for false. The first one, things that can grow and reproduce are living things. Yes, it is true. Plants are non-living things. False. Plants are living things. C. Living things and non-living things need food and water to grow and stay healthy. False. Living things need food and water to grow and stay healthy, but non-living things don't need food and water to grow and stay healthy, because neither they grow nor they stay healthy. So it will be a false statement for us. Next we have our humans, plants and animals feel changes around them. Yes, humans, plants and animals feel changes around them. So it is true. Next we have our textbook questions. I will help you to do it in the class, or you can practice it at your home. Don't worry about these textbook questions. Let me see. These are question number 7. The charts are there. Types of things, living things. Living things need food, air, and the characteristics you have to write down. Need food, air, and water you can write down. Next, it grows and changes over a period of time. Move in search of food, move in search of food and water. Use 5 dash to respond to the changes around them. Use 5 sense organs. Here it will be your sense organs. We have 5 sense organs. With the help of those sense organs, we respond to the changes around us. Next, we have our non-living things. Non-living things, it can be natural and man-made. Natural and man-made. Next, do not need food, air, or water. Yes, it is true. They don't need. Next, do not need. Mm, do not grow. Do not grow or stay healthy, or do not grow or changes you can write down. Do not grow or changes over a period of time. Dash moves on their own. Do not does not move on their own. Do not move on their own. Next, do not dash to changes around them. Do not respond. They do not respond to changes around them. I hope the writings are clear to you. Non-living things are natural and man-made, or you can write down artificial. They do not need food, air, or water. They do not grow or changes. Next, they do not move on their own. They do not move on their own. And next we have they do not respond to the changes around them. So in this way we have discussed our textbook questions like true, false, fill in the blanks, match the following, match, and optional questions. So try to practice these questions at your home properly. Again, I will be back with some other topics. That's all for today. Thank you.